Lionel Messi, 2 goals in those Olympics. And Pato Abondanza seems to be in a lot better condition than previous home qualifiers for the... And Vera thought he should have had one. Forward by Raheem.
South America, 2 vital players missing. It'll be interesting to see how Valdez and Cardozo perform up front in the press.
Why, build up a reputation of being a terrifically hard-working team and very well disciplined under Martino. It was a real shock to everybody around this continent when they went up to the altitude of La Paz and were beaten for an international World Cup qualifier, all friendly. They haven't been beaten. All 4 of those have ended in draws. Here's Messi. Great buzz of anticipation whenever he picks up possession. And here's Messi again. Got around Veron. Great burst of acceleration there, and it took a last-ditch intervention from De Silva to prevent a shot on goal.
Very good tackle by De Silva there. The temptation might have been to impede him, and then the penalty kick would have been certain, but terrific play here. But very good defending.
Just impossible to defend, aren't they? Free kicks with that level of technique. Here's Messi. The danger raised again. Messi and Raheem over it. This time it's Messi. Paraguay only conceded 1 goal in their first 5 qualifiers before shipping 4 against the Bolivians. At 1 count, whistle already gone against Tevez.
Yes, the players knew the whistle had gone. That was
campaign so far. Don't have the star names of Argentina or Brazil, but they're well drilled by Gerardo Martino.
Yes, they've coped very well against that.
Zanetti. Messi. Di Michaelis, or rather Colaccini, plays it forward. Here goes Messi into overdrive. And the corner given.
These probing runs from Messi are causing problems because they're afraid to touch him.
Poor delivery though from the Barcelona man. Back out with Messi again. By Colaccini. But 2010 haven't produced a win. They're only
tempo and with a lot of good passing has dipped a little in the last 10 minutes or so. He completely misjudged it.
Messi. Now Tevez. Cambiasso. Lovely turn from Messi. And they can't get near him. I think he was trying to provide a pass, but he's worked off his own ball in the end. Lionel Messi's offside now. Well, that was unlucky.
Very unlucky, because he did wonderfully well there to keep possession and to lay it back and go for the 1-2, and it was marginally offside. Terrific play, but no doubt offside. The Paraguayan defence holding the line well.
Mancini starting this international because Nicolas Burdisso and Gabi Milito are both injured. Has his Newcastle United teammate Horace Gutierrez on the bench.
So, surprisingly, admittedly, Tevez didn't complain. He went off and they accepted the red card, but a harsh red card in my opinion. Technically possibly correct, but I genuinely think at this level players go in hard and they win fairly, and I think Veron made the most of it.
And of course, Craig, by giving the straight red, he has to be convinced in his Olacini. Messi looked left initially and then chips the ball neatly into the path of Riquelme. He's got support here from Zanetti. Still Riquelme. Work back here to Lionel Messi. Good support from Cambiasso. Messi, pass was short for Mascherano.
Difficult, but I think they've got the ideal man, Argentina, to play with one up.
This is Morel. Did well to win the throw.
Expect from South America, Brazil, to be an automatic choice to go into the World Cup final.
Blue and white shirts. Here's Messi. Di Maria. Space in which to turn for Messi initially. Riquelme just having a word in the referees here that he should be stamping down on these challenges.
Absolutely, I think he's got to be consistent, the referee. Tevez was booked for a challenge no worse than that, and I think that was worthy of a yellow, to be consistent. But when it was interesting, when Messi picked up the ball there and looked up, there were 4 Paraguayan players between him and the goal, so it's a lot of work to get against a defence like that.
Comes the Riquelme free kick. Appeals for a handball in there. Go unheard by the referee. And that's a foul by Messi on Tevez. Welcome back to the El Monumental Stadium in Buenos Aires. Riquelme and Messi with work to do. Argentina, clearly Coco Basile, the head coach of Argentina, looking for extra firepower, and of course with the loss to that red card of Tevez in the first half.
Stick to that.
Messi.
Offside Argentina, and even before the ordering off of Tevez and before they actually scored, they were playing positively, so they deserve to be ahead.
Well, Barreto thought the free kick had been given the other way here.
Tevez missing the Venezuela game. Barreto's in a yellow, Santana's in a yellow.
It's not a good free kick from Messi. Cardoso back there to clear it. Di Michelis remonstrating with Carlos Simon that his shirt was being held as the free kick came in.
Should go down rather easily there. Coming unscathed.
Hard to say no though, isn't it, for the top clubs in Europe, to the sparkling talent that Argentina continues to produce.
An attempt to get at least an equalizer.
Lovely touch from Messi, back to him via Riquelme, into overdrive here, Lionel Messi, it's Kun Aguero! Argentina level, in the most thrilling fashion. Messi at the heart of it, Riquelme involved, and the substitute, Sergio Kun Aguero, the scorer. Brilliant.
Brilliant play indeed. What fantastic play from Messi. And the pass into the open space. Aguero side-footed it brilliantly into the net to give a deserved equaliser to Argentina. They've come out in the second half in very positive mood. Great changes made at half-time, both in terms of personnel and information. This is a wonderful pass in between the defenders, waited for Aguero and into the back of the net to get the equaliser. Terrific play from Argentina. Well, that pass from Messi into space was an Aussie Ardiles pass. You know, I had a player at one time went to play with Aussie, Steve Archibald, and he says Ardiles talked about the weighted pass into space, and I know he's in the studio. And I'm sure he'd be absolutely delighted to see a weighted pass into space from Messi into the space for Aguero, not to his feet, but to enable him to run onto it and side-foot it past the goalkeeper. A fantastic goal for Argentina.
Well, it needed a goal of high quality to breach the Paraguayan defence, and my goodness, we saw it.
Terrific play from Raheem and particularly from Messi, and a wonderfully weighted pass.
Looks as if Argentina have got the spare man, rather than it being the other way around after that Tevez red card in the first half. Tevez swept in, and a free header is wide. What an opportunity for Colaccini.
Well, up came the big Newcastle guy from the back there, and he had the chance of a lifetime to make a real name for himself. Terrific opportunity, good ball in, and he powered the header just past the near post, a draw in the match, in spite of the fact they're an extra man.
Poor corner from Messi. Messi with the throw. And the decision given against Lionel Messi.
Yes, I think he was pushing there. The referee quite correct in his decision. Yes, it's restructuring two of the midfield with Mascherano on the right and Cambiasso on his left. Cambiasso was more sitting in front of the back in the first half when they had the full.
Sells away by Cambiasso. Messi. Up goes Lopez at the break ball. Valdez. Picked up here by Lionel Messi.
Wonderful footwork again by Messi. The close control is absolutely exceptional. The best in the world, I would think, at the moment.
Coming up next here on Sky Sports 2, Ecuador against Bolivia. More World Cup action from this thrilling qualifier. It's all over. The Paraguay support go wild inside El Monumental. And what a terrific match it's been. And the final score in a breathless match at times. Argentina 1, Paraguay 1.
Messi scratches his head and looks on. Argentina, their run at the moment not making good reading. 5th consecutive draw, the most in their history, the longest.